Escorted away in handcuffs, Atlanta attorney Tex McIver is heading back to jail. This afternoon, a jury found him guilty on all but one count in the murder of his wife, Diane. The story just broke within the last hour and a half, and earlier today, the jury told the judge that they were deadlocked, in fact. But hours later, they came back with this verdict. Yeah, the most serious of the charges, felony murder, which carries a mandatory life sentence. I want to get right out to Fox 5's Angelique Proctor, who's outside the Fulton County Courthouse. Angelique, what was Tex McIver's reaction to that verdict?
Well, Sinead, Tex McIver was fairly stoic. He really had no reaction as these guilty verdicts were read in open court around 4:20 this afternoon. This has been a very complicated case. It's gone on for about 6 weeks, a very long and drawn-out case, but it is finally over now with guilty verdicts for Tex McIver on 4 of the 5 counts. Now, the district attorney, Paul Howard, is holding a news conference right now. He says he has never given this much attention to a case, talking about all of the weekend work that was done, the many nights that they stayed up until 2 a.m. Now, these verdicts came down. Tex, really no response. His attorney, though, kind of in disbelief. Based on a lot of the jury questions that we had heard over the last 3 days, I guess a lot of people expected a different outcome. The verdicts are as follows: malice murder, not guilty. Felony murder, guilty. Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, guilty. Possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, guilty. And influencing a witness, guilty. And of course, that was Danny Jo Carter, the one lone witness in this case who Tex McIver told to lie to Atlanta police and say that she was not there. So the jury basically rejecting the whole theory that Tex had, that this was all an accident, that he loved his wife. Let's hear now from District Attorney Paul Howard, who talked about when his office realized what evidence pointed to the fact that this was not an accident.
First of all, what they described to us was someone who was not grieving over the death of his wife. Then, when they started to reveal to us the different versions of the facts, certainly we started asking ourselves, well, why is it that someone who was telling the truth would need to come up with several different versions of what happened?
And Tex McIver taken away in handcuffs. He will be sentenced at a later date, but as the DA points out, he is facing a mandatory life sentence. Reporting live from the Fulton County Courthouse, Angelique Proctor, Fox 5 News.
All right. Thank you for bringing us those developments, Angelique.